things, and I even brought my dry erase marker. A few things. If you take anything away from today, just remember these three things. Competition. Networking. And communication. These three things, no matter what you do throughout your career, whether you have one, win the lottery, whatever you do, these three things will propel you to the next step in any path or journey you take. So how many of you are competitive? Got one. Get out of here. Who else is competitive? Okay, got 2, 3. Don't be shy. All right, how many of you think being competitive is just about winning and losing in a game of basketball or football? Is that the only type of competition out there? All right, how many of you are okay getting the absolute worst grade in your class? Is that what you strive to do? You want to get dead last? Oh, come on. You want to get dead last? All right, so you wanted to always try and be better than the person sitting next to you. It's not a bad thing. There is such a thing as winning and losing. There is no such thing as a participation trophy. I'm sorry, I don't know if that should be said in middle school, but no participation trophies in life. So competition is a good thing. And it's not about, hey, you lose and you flip the Monopoly board. That's not, good competition. But hey, do you want to be the best version of yourself a little bit better each day? That is a form of competition, and that's okay. I also want you guys to realize nothing's going to be handed to you. Nothing will. You're going to have to go fight and go earn everything that you want. So if you're looking to get the best grades, go to high school, get the best grades, go to college, get the best grades, getting the best grades not enough. You could have the best grades, but you could not have a personality, and you can't communicate. And if you can't communicate, doesn't mean stuff. I'm going to say it doesn't mean shit. All right. So communication is very important. You need to be able to communicate. What's communication? It starts like this. Just going to shake your hand. No, shake my hand. So that is the biggest first impression that you will ever make, is meet someone in person and shaking their hand. Don't be afraid. That is a form of communication. It's a form of body language. The way you carry yourself is a form of communicating. I see more deals get killed on day one because someone walks into the room, crosses their arms, gets defensive, is afraid to make eye contact and shake someone's hands. Deals are dead on arrival. So communication is very important. Networking. Who knows what networking is? I can't be the only one that knows what networking is. We're kind of doing it right now. Oh, back there. What's networking? If you raise your hand, just so you know, I'm going to put you on notice and make you answer.
Going around talking to people.
One form. Another form. That's the start. That's how all networking starts. What was that?
Oh, like money, like that's a form of networking.
Well, it starts. You're going to network. So depending on what you want to do in real estate, like you may want to network and meet people that have money to help you take down deals, right? So that is a form. Another big form of networking after you start the conversation is introducing people in your network. You and I could have a conversation today. Your network just grew 1,000-fold because you're going to be able to leverage. Hey, freaking winners! Your network will grow because you get to leverage my network. You're looking to take down a deal, but don't know how to source it. You're looking to maybe get money on a deal to help finance it. I can pair you guys up and you take down the deal together. So that's how networking works. So these three things, just remember these. And it doesn't only have to be with real estate. If you want to go into accounting like I did, competition, you're going to be better than your classmates, your friends, but it's okay you go into competition with your friends. Networking starts in this classroom. All of you know each other. You're establishing your network right now and you don't even realize it. So don't burn a bridge. I mean, when I went to school, I played sports. I was fortunate to be pretty good at sports, but I was also got good grades. So I was friends with the really smart kids, and then I was friends with all the jocks. I was like Switzerland, man. I was just neutral. Keeping that network intact. I am now doing deals with kids I went to high school with, which is kind of weird. I graduated in 2006, so you do the math, it's been a while. So you keep that network intact. it'll open up so many doors for you down the road, no matter what aspect. Answer my chat too. Doesn't matter, just work. Because you're gonna learn to talk to people in person. So when I was in high school, I worked at a golf course, picked up golf balls, but we got free golf, so that was pretty sweet. When I was in college, I again worked at a golf course. Then I actually sold cars for a little bit. Then I worked at Sport Chalet. Then I worked at Budweiser, just like in their marketing department. And I was going to school for accounting and finance. So when I was going to interview and they're looking at my resumes, I had zero canning background, didn't have any internships. But you want to know what popped out on my resume?
How those jobs you have?
I worked for Budweiser. They thought that was cool. I was at a networking event. It's called Meet the Firms. And one of my professors introduced me to one of her alt students. So talk about your network, starting with your classmates and your teachers. A professor of mine connected me with a past student. He connected me with someone else at the mixer. He just looked at my resume. He's like, I won't say what he said, but get the F out of here. You work for Budweiser? Yeah. Hey, David, this guy works for Budweiser. And that was my end. It's crazy. So, any work experience. You think I'm kidding, dude, but that's exactly how it went. Any work experience is good work experience because you're going to sharpen these skills. You're not going to take a job to be the worst person at that job. If you do, you won't be there very long, and you're not going to be at the next place very long. Networking, you are establishing your network. So if you're working at the golf course, if you're working at a restaurant, even if you have an internship doing accounting, or you're working for your parents, selling cars, doesn't matter. But anyone you talk to, you're potentially establishing that network. And then one of the most important things here, you're sharpening those communication skills. So anytime I asked you a question, you looked at me in the eyes and responded. That is great communication skills right there. Eye contact. Don't be afraid of eye contact.